So I want to make sure everybody that's watching this video has the opportunity to make $10,000 a month. Yes, you guys heard it correctly. $10,000 a month. And you're probably wondering, how do you do it? Now, this particular method, guys, is not going to be for everyone because I know not a lot of you guys are, super rich, or some of you guys are barely starting. So I want to make sure that I set the bar, the standard of what you need to do in order to achieve this. So if you're someone that wants to replicate this, there is a great possibility you can. Now, I do want to do a little disclaimer. I want to let you guys know this is not financial advice. Remember, we're here to make money, but this is like being in a casino and we're all constantly gambling. And as long as we're gambling smart and effectively, we should be good. Currently, right now, my win rate when I make a call is 89%, which is actually pretty crazy. Without having any inside trading or anything like that, just by kind of knowing the meta and what's actually playing out. And that's going to be one of the main focal points. So we're going to be taking a look at the Accelerate. As you guys know, I've mentioned this pretty much platform before. Just a quick rundown. What this does, it connects a auto trading bot to a Telegram. And whenever that Telegram posts a CA or a contract address, it will automatically buy the contract or the token for you. And then you're able to set, stop loss. You're able to set, whenever you want to take profit and all that good stuff. I have videos on how to set this up, but today I want to talk to you guys about how you're going to make $10,000. And I'm going to share a person that actually started this journey a month ago. And I'm going to show you guys how much money he's made. So I'm going to play the video real quick for you guys so you guys can see. As you guys see here, he's been following my calls. He probably would have made a little bit more if his stop loss would have been a little bit lower. Because usually what tends to happen whenever I post a contract on TG, the contract will, the people will start buying and it'll go up really high. But a lot of people take profit. And usually when people take a lot of profit, the chart will go down, and sometimes it'll go down more than usual, but it usually tends to go back up, right? Other thing is, a lot of people don't like to hold that much, so the chart will go down and then eventually go back up. But overall, in general, we're constantly calling 2x's, and I always recommend, if we get a 2x, make sure you guys take some profit, or take your initials, got something. So I've been getting a ton of questions asking me, why are the fees so high when using this app? So basically, the app will charge you 1% fee of your transaction. Now, depending on how high your transaction is, that is the fee you're going to be charging. So if you want to know how the fees work, all you got to do is click this little button right here, go to profile. And once you click on profile, you're going to click settings, and you just make sure you go show fees. This is going to let you know how much you're paying for that transaction. And now the other thing that you want to check is your priority fees, because this is where a lot of people have been getting messages that are like, dude, like, what the heck is going on? How come I'm getting charged so much? So if you guys recall my previous videos, I told you guys to set this to auto. So we go to bots here and we go to settings. When we go to priorities, I said, leave it on auto. And some of you guys have been saying, you know what, it's charging me way too much. How can I reduce that? Or, how can I actually make money? So this particular app will charge you every time you do a transaction. Every bot does, so it's kind of standard. But I do want to let you guys know the things that you could do to actually lower that cost. Okay, so what you could do is remove the auto slippage, and instead of having the slippage at 49, you could set this to 20. Now, I do want to give you a warning. If you reduce the slippage, there's a great possibility you won't get into the call automatically. So this is going to be just for the ones that want to reduce it. The people who don't care about the slippage, that's perfectly fine. If you just want to get into the coin and sell, right? So what you want to do, guys, is you want to make sure you put this either on auto if you don't care. If you do care, you can put this at 25, and that should theoretically get you into the call. Okay. Or you could play with it. If it doesn't get you into the call the first time, you can just kind of increase it as you go, or you could just set it to auto. Another thing I want to let you guys know is about this gas fee. So a lot of you guys are asking, how much am I paying for gas fee? So it tells you exactly right here. If you click high, it's going to be this amount. If you click, medium, it's going to be that amount. If you click low, it's going to be that amount. If you click auto, it's just going to pretty much determine a certain amount that it thinks it's the right fair amount for it to trade. So if you see auto's at 0.01, if high is 0.02, it's kind of half of that, right? But since you guys are trying to save money, you could literally come in here and set it up yourself. Like, you could come in here and be like, you know what? I don't want to pay that amount. I want to pay something less. So if you want to figure out how much amount that is, you Usually, like I whenever it's gas fees, anything depending on how much I want to get into a play, I could pay $5, I could pay $3, I could pay $1, $2. That's gonna be all up to you. But if you want to say, okay, you know what, every time I make a play, I want to pay $1, it's super easy to find out how much that is. So you can just literally go to any soul converter and that will tell you exactly how that is. But just for video purposes, I'm going to go here and show you guys exactly what you want to do. So if you want to say, you know what, I want to do a dollar is basically 0.0048. Okay, that's basically what it is. You could copy this and then put, just come in here, copy that, come back into the accelerator bot and set this to that. And then that's it. You don't have to worry about, low, medium, high or auto. That's just going to be pretty much that amount. If for some reason it doesn't get you in the play, it doesn't get you in the play. So what I would recommend is you could leave the slippage on auto. So you could leave it at 49 and then just leave that priority right there and just hit save. What that's going to do, it's going to save you, should save you a little bit. Just want to make sure you guys are aware that it's still going to charge you a transaction fee, because that's why I wanted to make sure you guys went here to show the fee, because it's still going to charge you a fee for actually doing that transaction. So not only are you paying the fee, but you're also paying the cost of the tax. So I want to let you guys know exactly on that. Now, with that being said, how do you make the $10,000 a month, right? That's the biggest question. So that's why I shared the video with you guys earlier. So basically what you guys are going to do, guys, if you follow my the accelerator videos, you're going to connect your Telegram account to the accelerate. You're going to connect your Telegram account to my call group. And every time I make a call, the bot will automatically buy for you. And with that 80% win rate that I have, and let's say for some reason I have a bad week, right? And I have like a 50% win rate, that's still going to get you in a really good situation regardless. Even 30% still pretty good, but I have a pretty high clip rate on how effective the calls are. One thing I do want to let you guys know is the slippage is what tends to get a lot of people when it comes to this, because people will set it really, really high. For my personal group and the way things are, for me personally, for slippage, I always put it at 80. I mean, if it goes below 80, then it's pretty much a dead coin. But if it doesn't get below 80, I still think it has a really good chance of coming out. Usually the coins I tend to call will have like a big dip or a substantial dip of 40%, 30%. So if you're setting this to 20, 30, it's going to dip way too low and it's going to sell you out of the play, and you're going to actually come out with a negative P&L. Another thing I would recommend is also make sure that you guys are taking profit at a relatively good value. So what that means is you're taking profit when you feel like you could get some return. Usually what I like to recommend is whenever you 2x, you take profit. If you are using a lot of money, so let's say you're putting in 10 SOL, 5 SOL when you're trading, then of course you're going to want to take money a little bit earlier than the 2x, because you're going to still be making a lot of money back, right? So basically the strategy this person used to make that 10K is he was setting this to 50, 30, or 40%, but he was buying in with 5 to 10 SOL. So basically his 30% is still three. Like if let's say he puts 10 SOL in, at 30%, that's 3 souls he's getting back at 30%, but he's putting in 10 SOL, when the play gets called. So, it's going to be a different strategy for each and every one of you guys. If you do have a lot of Solana, of course, the more Solana you put into a call, the less amount that you need to, wait for it to 2x, 3x, because you're always constantly making money. But that's going to be personal settings. But just to let you guys know, this particular person that, ran the bot for a month and made the $12,000, $13,000, he was basically playing around with this with, 40%, 50%, 40%, 50, and taking that amount of money based on the, on the percentile. So that's how you make the $10,000 to $12,000 a month. You guys just follow these instructions, get yourselves to accelerate for automatic trading on the Telegram channel. And let me know if you guys have any other questions in the comment section down below. I'm more than happy to help you guys out. As you guys know, this is a brand new platform and they're constantly updating. As more updates come out, I will be letting you guys know. I also, if you guys message me, I will forward everything to the development team. If for some reason you want to reach out to them, they also have a Telegram group that, or you could reach out to them on X and they will contact you there. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys follow me on TG, follow me on X, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.